And this is financially, how are you going to support the business, right? Your first year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years, it's going to be a lot of out-of-pocket expenses. Be willing and flexible to make the changes needed for your success.
Yes.
I think sometimes you hire the people that you need to really grow.
We still took the money from our business for the first couple of years. Thank you to De'Von.
Attention couplepreneurs, newly married folks, or you've been married for 10, 50, 11 years, and maybe 50, 11 strong years, and now you're like, maybe we should start a business together. This podcast is going to be for you.
Welcome to another episode of the Melanated Married Millionaires in the Making show, aka the M4 show. King, where can they tap in with us?
Y'all can tap in with us at www.them4show.com. Also tap in with us on Instagram at the M4 Show. If you got topics that you want to see, hit us in the DMs. We appreciate you.
Now let's get into the episode.
If this is your first time tapping into the podcast, my name is De'Von Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game. And with me, I have my partner in life, business, the queen of logistics and operations herself. Talk to him.
What is up, everybody? My name is Sinclair, aka the Health Nerd. And yes, happy to be joining you for a Ask Declare, basically, episode here.
It's an Ask Declare episode. And this is financially, how are you going to support the business, right? Your first year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years, it's going to be a lot of out-of-pocket expenses, right? Paying for maybe that business phone, paying for marketing materials, paying for your StreamYard account, paying for your cameras, all that stuff is probably going to be out-of-pocket expenses. So figure out how much can you realistically afford to invest in this business from the jump, right? Maybe you take a year, maybe 2 years before starting to save $500 a month, $200 a month, put it to the side. And then now that you have the $6,000, $10,000, boom, now you start that business. And then second thing is, what happens to your profit in the business? Does it go back into the business, right? That Nipsey Hussle kind of mindset, all money in and just keep on building from there? Or do you take owner distributions? Do you pay yourself? Do you pay your employees? Do you do other things with that income? These are good things to talk about beforehand. Have your plan with a little bit of wiggle room, a little bit of room to sidestep here and there, but have your set plan for where the money is going to come from for your seed investment.
And I think keeping in mind that even if your goal for example, for us, the end goal was always to, again, be in our businesses full time and be employed by our business full time. We still took the money from our business for the first couple of years, thank you to De'Von, and reinvested it back into the business. And that's how we were able to get more gains. That's how we were able to make sure that we have all of the things we need, all of the subscriptions that we need for the business, because it was understood for these first couple of years, we're still both having our full-time job. So we didn't need that extra income. It was really an investment of time and energy for the fruit to come to bear
the fruit later.
To bear the fruit later on. So that's just something to keep in mind. Even if the end goal is to eventually work for the business, those first couple of years, if you really wanted to grow at the rate that is going to be able to employ you full time, you probably should be reinvesting most of that money. If you wanted to grow at a rate to where in 5 years, which is pretty much what we were able to do, it can employ you. Now, if you are starting that business, you're going to need that profit, early on, fine. But just understand that now with less money being invested into the business, it may grow at a slightly slower rate.
For sure.
So rather than 5 years, it may take 8 to 10 years for it to fully employ you. Those are just the pros and cons that you really have to weigh out at the beginning. And then again, if this is like a side hustle business, then just what is this money for? And it's probably for a specific goal or specific purpose in the first place. So you can have that go to wherever it needs to go. But I think no matter what, some level of reinvestment back into the business is probably going to be necessary for growth, if growth is the goal.
Agreed. Be willing and flexible to make the changes needed for your success.
Yes.
I think sometimes you hold on to your vision, rightfully so. You have this dope vision. You have this brand name that makes sense to only you, but not to other people when you say it. And you just you want to hold on to it so bad, but the success may be one step, one change away. And for us, that was the case. Literally 2020, Play Black Wall Street, everything. And we saw income quadruple. We saw followers 10x. We saw partnerships growing because Play Black Wall Street is in complete alignment with our mission and with our vision.
Yeah.
Right. For me, I would probably say, for advice, is put yourself in the position, in the job that you are equipped to satisfy right now. And I say that to say, a lot of people, when you start your business, and this was me, True Health Forever, I'm the founder and CEO of True Health Forever. I'm the founder and CEO of Play Black Wall Street. Just because that pride, right? It's my business, it's our business. You want to have the highest title. But in 2017, 18, 19, 20, even today, I'm nowhere near qualified to be a CEO, right? If I saw myself on paper, my resume, I wouldn't hire myself as the CEO of my own company. So why do I have the CEO seat right now? So in 21, 22, I fired myself as the CEO, and I was like, what you can do, what you are equipped to do right now is you can develop curriculum. So my title changed from CEO to Director of Curriculum Development. So now I own that bag. I own curriculum development, and I'm able to do the outcomes, do the responsibilities that I need. And I can do some self-development, read books, go to conferences, see how other CEOs move, take notes on all that. And now someday I hope to hire myself back as the CEO when I'm qualified, right? So I highly encourage you, do the role on paper that you're qualified to do. Not to say that you're not going to be doing 11 other roles at the same time, but that's not your title. Your title is whatever you're qualified to do. And this also gives your organization room to hire the people that you need to really grow. How do you feel about that, Queen?
Just before I get there, I do want to have, I had a little chuckle moment to myself because you said like at some point you hope to hire yourself back. And for that brief moment, I did just picture you in a conference room interviewing yourself.
100%.
Because that's something you would do.
It's something what I would do. 100. I would literally go on StreamYard. I would record the interview, ask myself the question, and then I would play it back like taking notes. I don't like that answer. That's a good answer. Okay. And then at the end, I would make a decision. Do I hire De'Von or do I not hire De'Von? I've also thought about sitting on a panel where you and maybe some of our other Play Black Wall Street team members are interviewing me, and the team makes the decision, are you ready or are you not ready? I think that would just also be interesting and give the team more ownership over the future of Play Black Wall Street. And then they can now say, oh, De'Von, you're good right now, but what we want you to do is work on your leadership style, work on being able to use systems. Maybe you need to work on X, Y, and Z a little bit more before you're really ready to be CEO. Then I take the next year, 6 months, work on those things, and then re-interview again.
Welcome back to another episode of the Melanated Married Millionaires in the Making Show, aka the M4 Show. King, where can they go to tap in with us?
Make sure y'all head to the website, www.the4show.com. Also tap in with us on IG, on the gram at the M4 Show. And of course, make sure y'all listen to this podcast and share it with a friend that you want to see win.
Now let's get into the
Now let's get into the show.